2 men were injured in a shooting in Saginaw, and 2 people have been arrested in another case of a late-night outdoor gathering turning violent. Police were already in the area when the gunshots were fired. Now, Terry, the GM plant had to be put on lockdown because of this incident.
Yes, Tiffany, police were already in that northeast part of Saginaw monitoring some late-night outdoor gatherings when they came upon the vehicle they had been looking for, which resulted in a chase that ended on GM property. Now, a pastor who runs a group home for men feels the violence in the city is getting worse.
You know, we heard the chase. That's kind of normal for around this area.
These are some of the police cars involved in the chase of a vehicle which crashed through the fencing at the GM metal casting facility on Washington Avenue on the city's north side. One man was arrested while a second man in the car ran off, prompting a foot chase and the lockdown of the auto plant. The man was found hiding in some brush and arrested. The 2 men from the Detroit area are suspects in a shooting that happened here in the area of Potter and Roosevelt, Austin, where an outdoor gathering was going on. 2 men were shot, and at this point their injuries are believed to be non-life threatening.
Coming up from where I grew up and the era I grew up, it used to be fighting with your fists. Now you got to watch because everybody's carrying a gun or a knife.
Hours after the shooting and chase, Pastor Joe Kinnick is preparing a Labor Day meal for the men who stay in this home in this part of Saginaw, a place where men from across the country come to escape drugs and violence.
You know, we always hear cruisers and gunshots, you know, especially around the holidays.
Kinnick says that's a challenge for what his ministry is trying to accomplish.
Having stuff like that around makes it, you know, a little bit harder and difficult, you know, coming out of that lifestyle and seeing it happening around here kind of pulls on them, and, you know, it's a mental thing.
He's been with the program for about 7 years and has been dealing with the violence.
You know, you got to watch around this area, so it is getting worse.
Now, a GM spokesperson says all employees were safe and commends police for its quick action in handling the situation. The 2 men arrested face resisting and firearms charges at this point, but have not been arraigned.